we're speaking the morning after the match, Mr. Willis. And did you get a little tingle as you're walking out from the changing room? Is there a little bit of you that isn't concentrated on the match, but is actually concentrating on the enormity of making your French Open debut?
Yeah, I guess so. I was kind of focused on the match, but then you walk into court, Jakob's with his missus, walk into court, Adam's already at the court waiting. So yeah, it was surreal, I suppose. I don't really know how to explain it.
I mean, because it's all right, isn't it, to say like you've wholly concentrated on the fact that you're playing in your first round, etc., and you've got game plans and you've trained for it and stuff like that. But is there a bit where, I don't know, almost like a pinch me moment, like an excitable, I'm playing the French Open?
Yeah, like for 10 seconds, I suppose, maybe. But I'm so in the zone, and as I say, I'm by myself, taking it all in myself. So it's strange. I was just kind of walking to court, go and see if I can win this match in a way.
It's something that your brain can't process, that club players, even when they're playing in their club tournament, are like consumed by nerves of seeing people, of being like the club champion. You almost can't realise what it would feel like if a normal person was in your place, to be able to separate it. Are you better at doing that now? I keep saying it, but making your debut in your mid-30s. If you're in your mid-20s making your French Open debut, would you have been as calm?
I don't know. Yeah, had I had the year I've just had and played every other slam, then maybe. But I suppose I've worked on my mentality as well. You know, I pay a mental coach who's helped me a lot. And it's actually kind of say, well, you know, look at the history of what you've done, and this isn't a big deal for you anymore. You can come here and win matches. You've done it before, so you know you can turn up with your chin up and go, right, I can come here and win. This is time. It's not like I'm happy to be here, which of course I am. I'm incredibly grateful, but it's kind of the narrative shift. I'm not an underdog anymore in my head. Like we had a very tough match yesterday, but you know, on paper we're favourites, and it's a different pressure shift now. It can be difficult sometimes because I suppose if people look at the rankings and stuff like that, they're playing alternates, they should win that. But you look at their results. You know, one of them's in an ATP 500 final last year. They've won a lot of matches together this year. Won a lot of tournaments. Won 6'7", 6'8", both lefties, and yeah, we've got to go and deal with that. And it's different, you know, turning up to a Grand Slam as a favourite to win a match.
Yeah,
it's.
I want to talk. I want to get into the detail of the match. You were on court 2, right? So that's got a seating. There's something at the end.
A little church, yeah. There's a little church behind the court. So say a few prayers if you're and down in the
I was going to say,
room.
when you went near it, did you feel like you were going to burst into flames, or?
I felt like I was going to burst into flames anyway, mate. 35 degrees out there.
Right. So this is another thing. I mean, the last thing you want in yesterday's heat, and it's calming down a bit over there, right? But the last thing you need over there, right, is a 3-hour tennis match.
Yeah. Yeah, doubles.
Yeah.
2-hour 45, yeah. Not really ideal.
What? First of all, how do the courts play? Is it fast clay? Is it high bounce? The conditions play a huge part into how the clay reacts. How did the court itself play?
Quite heavy, but lively in terms of you put spin on the ball, it jumps a lot. But like we didn't hit an ace, me and Jakob, the whole match. I think they hit 3 or 4 max. So, you know, it's not like you can just hit a rocket. Well, I can't, but we served pretty well. But no, it's not as quick as I thought it would be, considering how hot it is here. It's quite. I think they put something in the clay to make it not dry, so you can stand up. So it's nicer. Whereas some clay court tournaments, they water it, and after 10 minutes you can't stand up. So it's
just out of interest.
Nice to play on, but it's lively. Like you serve on the service line, it will skid through. Still clay,
as a tennis nerd. Well, I was going to say, like, I've heard a little rumour that Queen's Tennis Club are kind of considered the best grass courts and not Wimbledon. So I don't know about all that. But is the French Open, is this the best clay courts you've ever played on, like the quality of the clay?
I'd say so, yeah. But again, you still get, it is. It's better than, I'd say it's probably the best. But I mean, I hit at Monte Carlo once. That was nice. Just different. Just all different. But it's still, you still get bad bounces. You can't stand up sometimes. You still clay it.
By the way, listener, go on to previous podcasts for our positive review of the clay court season.
Look, I know that here on this surface.
I know you're a bit pressured for time. Tell us about the match itself, the battle. I was watching it point by point on an app, and I'm watching a pretty formulaic first set. You know, you and Jakob looked to be kind of coasting into the first round. And I text Ali, who works on this podcast, and I put, nothing can go wrong now.
Yeah, smart.
So it's my fault.
We played a very, very good set. I think we lost 2 points on our serve the whole set. We broke them twice and had break points in the other games. Yeah, they played quite predictably, I'd say, at the start. They weren't moving too much. They were playing out of reg. Gave us quite a lot of space to do what we wanted to do on returns. And then as we sat down after the first set, I said, yeah, it's good, but they're gonna change things. They're gonna up it. They're both very good players. So, and that's what happened. We went 4-1 double break down. Managed to get back into a tie break, lost that, and then 3-1 up in the third, got broken back, and then no more breaks after that. But we had break points twice. I don't think they had. They won 3 out of 4 break points. We won 5 out of 15.
Is it better to have?
It was just the long juices. You get into so many long games where you break point up and then game point down and then back to it was just quite hard because a lot of those were on their serves and not ours. And we had a lot of chances that we didn't take. And I felt like we were the better team overall. Felt like we were creating more chances on their serve than they were on ours. That's what I base it on, and there we go.
That's what I was going to say.
We got through in the end, yeah.
Having the chances is as important, right? Because now you can go into your next match and say, well, if you can just push that average up a little bit from 33% to 55%, there's a lot more breaks. Is these break points, for most people, they're not going to have seen this match because it wasn't broadcast on so many places. Was it narrow misses, or was it them stepping up and up in their game?
A bit of both. We had a love 40 first game in the third, second serve. The guy went for a big wide serve, made it, then made 2 more first serves. He kind of served his way out of trouble, but like bravely, like went for a big serve, love 40 down. 30-40, got in the rally. I came across, hit the volley at the net player, he reflexed it, and then my elbow or something hit the net where Jakob had a short forehand, so got called touch. So that was just things like this kept happening and having half chances. And yeah, it's the first time I've touched the net this year, and it happened at 30-40 first game in the third. It's like, and I made a good move, and had he missed the reflex volley, he put it back off his frame. So it was just there were some where they served very well, and there were some where we were in and didn't quite take, but there were some we did take. So
what's the communication between you and Jakob during the match?
Quite simple, mate.
What are you saying to each other? Change of ends.
You don't have that long. You sit down, you have a drink, and you're back up. So it's just like, keep going, keep the energy high, regardless. I try not overcomplicate it for him, and he does the same for me, because if you start thinking about too much, then you stop flowing, and that's where we're good, when we flow. It's good to have a rough idea. Like, a lot of people call exactly where you're going to return, and then it's like, well, guys are serving 230 kilometers. You're going to tell me where you're going to return from that.
So let's not this match in particular, but just out of interest, how often do both players play well?
Rarely.
It's just one of these things in doubles, isn't it? Accepting that there's just so much out of your control about getting chances, not quite making it, and the fine margins. But I always wonder, when I look at it over the course of the winning a Grand Slam, is it just a case that those two players have played well at the same time at key moments? Because it's so tight, isn't it?
Yeah, but you both need to contribute in slams, because it's not no ad. You can get, through the year, I can break a pair, not making a return all year because my partner wins 4 because of the no ad rule. That happens a lot. You get someone who's not playing well, but the team wins because the other guy did. In slams, you can't do that. You can't break without both people winning a point. So it's different. I prefer playing this way, even though it's longer. You feel like you get a true winner rather than no ad. It's just like, it's random stuff. Anyway.
I know you've got a car booked. I know you've got to go. Let's just a quick word, final question. Next round.
Mahatch Voshaw.
Big games.
Yeah, that's
so you're going to the club now to prepare
with Jakob, hit some balls, do gym.
Can't wait to speak tomorrow, mate.
All right, take care.
Cheers, bro.
Bye.